One thing Friends always did so well was taking a simple situation and turning it into a memorable, emotional moment. And this scene is a perfect example of that. Ross has already made it clear that he doesn't want to know whether the baby is a boy or a girl before the birth. He wants that surprise, and honestly, you can respect that. In a world where everyone wants to know everything as early as possible, Ross is one of the few people who's willing to wait. The funny part is that almost everyone around him already knows. Carol knows, Susan knows, the doctor knows, Monica knows, and even Joey finds out. Ross is basically the only person left in the dark. That already makes the situation hilarious because you're just waiting for someone to accidentally spoil it. And that's exactly what happens. Susan casually says, "Your little boy," without even realizing what she just revealed. Ross immediately stops. You can actually see his brain trying to figure out whether he heard that correctly. Then he asks the question everyone watching is thinking, wait, I'm having a boy? Nobody knows how to respond because they all realize the secret is out. And then comes my favorite part. Ross doesn't get angry. He doesn't complain. Instead, his entire face lights up with excitement. He starts smiling like a little kid and keeps repeating, "I'm having a boy. I'm having a boy. I'm having a son." That reaction feels incredibly genuine. David Schwimmer doesn't overplay the moment. His performance is simple, natural, and believable. It feels like we're watching someone experience one of the happiest moments of his life instead of watching an actor perform a scene. That's one of the biggest reasons Friends is still so popular today. The emotional moments never feel forced. They're funny, but they're also honest. Another thing I really like is how everyone else's reactions make the scene even better. Nobody planned to tell Ross the baby's gender. It just slips out naturally, which makes the whole moment feel realistic instead of scripted. The writers could have turned this into a big dramatic reveal, but they chose something much more relatable, an accidental spoiler that leads to genuine happiness. And honestly, I think that makes the scene even more memorable. Watching Ross realize he's going to have a son is one of those moments that reminds you how much this character has grown. For most of the series, Ross is known for overthinking everything and stressing about every little detail. But here, all of that disappears. For just a moment, he's simply an excited future dad. That's what makes this scene so special. Years later, fans still remember this moment because it isn't just funny. It's full of heart. It's one of those classic Friends scenes that perfectly balances comedy and emotion, and that's exactly why it continues to connect with audiences even today.